Hello, good evening. My name is Reggie and I attend LaSalle University. I will be talking about a specific muscle group, the rectus abdominis, where it originates on the pubics, the crest of the pubic, and it inserts on the coastal of your ribs. The action is it flexes your trunks, which is your thoracic and lumbar spine. I'm going to also show you some workouts that you can do, mainly just for the core. And of course with the core, it comes with the obliques as well. But the core is just your rectus abdominis, which is just this part right here. So first, you should always consult your healthcare provider if you plan on making changes towards your exercise. So let's get started here. We love a good core. A good core also helps your back. If you have any lower back pain, that rectus abdominis is gonna help tuck your pelvis a little bit. If it's too much anteriorly tilted, anything like that. So first we're gonna start off with a very foundational core exercise, which is called crunches. So you always want to, I want to turn it landscape so you guys can see me. So you always want to try to lift your shoulder blades up off of the ground and really squeeze in your core. You can just lightly put your hands behind your head. Don't put too much strain in the back of your neck, anything like that. So you just simply want to keep your back as flat as possible on the ground. That's always key. Try to keep your back flat on the ground. So you're going to squeeze your core as you raise up. So that's one, that's two, that's three. And now another variation is you can lift up your knees and still do the same thing. Just really trying to get your shoulder blades up off of the ground. Another core stabilizer is your plank. So you want to make sure that your elbows are stacked under your shoulders. You want to have your arms parallel to each other. You don't want them stacked like this. It's going to cause a little more tension on your shoulders. So take the pressure off your shoulders. You want to keep your arms stacked. You want to extend your legs. Have your hips low, not too high. Not too low, nice and straight, flat back, squeeze your core. And always remember to breathe, breathe. So you can do that for a little while. Those are great core stabilizers. Another one is, I like to call these hip dips. So this is an oblique variation. So we're just gonna work the side of your rectus abdominis. So you just wanna simply, like I said, keep your elbows stacked with your shoulders. Right, so you're just gonna lift your hips up, making sure you're squeezing through your core and obliques. Breathe out when you leave up, inhale when you come down. Breathe out as you raise up, inhale as you come down. You do that for about 35 seconds, flip around, and then do the same thing on the other side. So now if you wanna talk with your lower abs, another one you can do with some leg lowers. So if you have anything pretty heavy at your house, if you can use some books, if you can use maybe some, if you don't have any dumbbells, any type of heavy milk carton or liquids of that sort, you're just gonna place it in front of you and you're gonna simply keep your legs up like this and lower them. One by one, really squeeze it through your core. Always making sure that your back is nice and flat on the ground. If someone is there to watch you, they shouldn't be able to put their hands up under your back. It should be glued to the ground. Another one you can do is flutter kicks. So that's a good one for the lower abs. So same thing, you're gonna lay on your back, slightly kick. Keep your legs straight. Tightening your core the whole time, slightly slow kicks. You're really gonna feel your core burn, really feeling your lower abs as well. So some other variations you can do is, this is one of my favorite ones. I like to call these the mountain climbers. So this is a very good heart sparker right here, good cardio workout as well. Definitely gonna get your heart rate up, gonna burn a sweat. Might be breathing a little bit harder after this, but it's all worth it because you're putting in work. So you're gonna get into that push-up position, like I showed you earlier. You're just gonna drive your knees up. Really trying to get your knees towards your chest. The more time you get into it, the faster you go, right? Squeezing your core the whole time, keeping your back straight, keeping your hips level with your back, and really driving your knees up. You wanna add a variation, challenge yourself, go sideways now. By doing this, you're changing your planes of motions. So instead of always being in the sagittal plane, which we're used to, you get into the transverse plane now by adding that rotation with your movements. Let me show you another variation standing up. I'm sorry here, I'm sorry. I had to point it by myself. So this is also a good cardio one as well. So I'm gonna put my knees to my chest. So kind of like an air bicycle, but standing up. So you're just gonna really twisting your torso, getting your knees to your chest. Breathe out. So like I said, remember when you twist rotational and you go to the transverse plane? So that's another good workout where you're changing your planes of motions, putting your body into different ways that it's not always used to. So those are some core exercises that you can do. Hope you like them. Try them at home and challenge yourself.